supplemental insurance plans. The Cadillac plan is a plan called the F plan. It pays everything. If you have that plan and you go to the doctor, you give them your Medicare card, you give them your secondary insurance card. If you have the F plan, then when Medicare sends to the insurance company that 20% that they do not pay, then the insurance company pays that 20%. You get no bills. Here's an example. I think I told you about this years ago, Donna. I had a client developed an infection in her hand. She spent 8 days in the hospital. And before that, she asked me when it was time to get off of Obamacare and go into a Medicare supplemental plan, she said, John, I want the best. And I don't want to have to answer any questions. I just want the best plan, and it's going to pay for everything. So I put her into the F plan. She went to the hospital when she had that infection, spent 8 days there. Now, can you imagine? It's about $13,000 or $15,000 a day when you're in the hospital. The insurance company picked up every expense that Medicare passed over to them. She didn't see a bill. She did not see. She saw statements that showed, how much the Medicare billed the insurance company and how much the insurance company paid, but you pay a premium for that F plan. And some people.
But what I found is that the premium, the one he has now, is actually matching what a deductible would be, and it's at a fairly low rate. And so, in a sense, we prepay the deductible, but it's at a fraction of what you just said was even a daily cost to be in the hospital or have tests and so on. So highly recommended that people look into that and ask you about it.
Exactly. It's well worth it. And since turning 65 myself, I have the same plan as your husband has. And 2 years ago, I had double knee replacement, and the hospital charged Medicare something like $218,000 for for the operation, and so my plan, just as well as Douglas's, I have the F plan myself. It works so perfectly. I had no problems with it. I went into the hospital. They greeted me almost with like they rolled out the red carpet for me, because the hospitals know, the doctors know, if you have an F plan as your secondary insurance, they're going to be paid.
Yeah,
they're going to be paid.
That's right.
The amount of money that Medicare charges. So they're happy about that. And
yeah, for sure.
So it works. I call it the Cadillac of insurance. But the thing I tell my prospective clients, the ones that I'm talking to for the first time, I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to know to make an intelligent, informed decision. And when I do that, I'm going to tell you things that other insurance companies and other insurance agents just don't tell you. They just don't.
Well, I always felt you had our best interests at heart. You didn't just rattle off plans that were high commission or flavor of the day, but you listened carefully to meet our needs, and that was key.
When I was working at Motorola, I left the company with a lot of skill and information and all, but the key things that I left with was, one, the importance of uncompromising integrity, where I feel it's my responsibility to tell you that that plan that's giving you all of this stuff for nothing has a hidden cost in there, and that's called maximum annual out-of-pocket cost.
Mm-hmm.
And there's another belief that I have, and that is total customer satisfaction. If you're not satisfied, I'm not going to be satisfied myself. And I'm always going to be worrying about Friday night, some Friday night, you're going to call me up and tell me about this plan that I put you in that satisfied just basically your budget instead of your needs. And, you're going to be hollering at me because I put you into a plan that doesn't work for you. I don't want that, and I don't like that. So I'm going to tell you.
And that was actually our thing. We didn't listen to you at first because we were being more budget conscious. But after having that experience, I switched. Now, our time is already getting a little short. I just want to bring into focus as well. You deal with life insurance, long-term health and care, final expenditures. And I know in previous chats we've had, and of course my mother fairly recently passed away, and I've had to deal with a lot of this stuff. And you talk about having those difficult conversations, i.e. long-term health care payment for future need and also final expenses may be prepaid or at least thought about or discussed with the family. Anything you want to add there, especially maybe long-term health care these days with what's going on in the world?
I do. I believe in long-term health care in that it's pre-planning, and you're insuring yourself for the what if in life. If I could borrow that statement from MetLife, the what if in life, you don't know how the end is going to pan out. We don't know, if we're going to come down with an illness or have, to require some healthcare service for for 3 years or 4 years. And so having long-term health care is very important, should be given a lot of consideration, and you should take it out as early in life as you can. You want,
right, because the premiums are lower, right, when you're younger.
Absolutely. Yeah. And then when if you have an episode in life where you're not in good health for a year, boy, that long-term health care can come in very, very handy. It can make your life a whole lot easier, and it will make your family's life a whole lot easier. So
that's for sure. Yeah.
If there's an opportunity to explore that and move in that direction, it's a wise person who does it. So your mother, your mother had it, so she was.
Thank goodness. She could not have had the kind of care and be in the facility she was if she hadn't had it. So, John, speaking of wise people would be wise to contact you for more information, particularly if they're based in Florida. Is that correct? So how do they reach you?
They can reach me through email at John, John, Almond, Almond, just like the nut, 749 at gmail.com. Or they could call me at 561-312-3906. And if you call me, leave a message. I get so many robocalls during the day that if I miss a call and there's no message, I don't return that call because, truthfully, I just don't know if it's a scam or not. So you need to leave a voice message for me, or you could text me on that and refer to this call, and I will return a text message. You can, like I said, leave me a voice message or send me an email, and always refer to this phone call today.
Thank you. Wonderful, John. So as we wrap up here, I'm going to quote you back something. I think you said it was your grandfather or maybe your dad said to you something on the order of do right by your clients and they'll do right by you. And I want to thank you for many years of excellent service to us, and you've done right by us. And I've been happy to refer you out over the years, and I'm happy to share your message now because it's so important. So thanks for being here.
Thank you so much, Donna, for this opportunity today.
My pleasure. And I want to thank our listeners for being here as well, and my producer, Joe, also. You can find additional archive shows at sobradionetwork.com. Just look up either under my name, Donna Kim Brand, or the show is Living Legacy Leadership. And I want to remind you that the life you live is the legacy you leave. Thanks for being here. Bye-bye now.